When we took over the Wanch in 2010, we wanted it to be a place where everybody, no matter local, expat, you name it, anybody could walk in, feel comfortable, and enjoy the music. And the music community here has really grown, where it used to be very cliquish from expats who only went to see original bands, the Chinese community, the Filipino community, you know, and now we've created a place where just everybody can come and feel comfortable. All kinds of different musicians are playing, and it's not just a Guaylo bar, it's not just a Western bar, it's not just a Chinese bar, you know, or music club. It's a place where everybody can come and enjoy it, and there's no restrictions on the performers. You know, it's all about performers having artistic freedom and doing what they want to do. Yeah, I'm John Primer from Cleveland, Ohio. Been in Hong Kong since 1997, right before Christmas. And I'm a guitar player and vocalist in 3 local bands and working on my 2nd album. When we found out that the Wanch was going to close, myself, Keith, Bridget Toon, and Steve Turner, we were the original 4. We took the club over at its old location on 54 Jaffe Road and decided to try to make a go of it because we didn't want to see it close. We wanted to keep a place for the local musicians to be able to perform. And so that's why we took this over, and we've had it ever since. The ownership has changed a little bit. It's myself now, Keith, and Oliver. And we moved to this location after the pandemic. We started remodeling in 2021, and we reopened the doors on May 30th, 2022. And here we are.
Oh, hi, I'm Keith. I'm the H2 Festival Director here at the Wanch. So once a year, people don't see me so much during the year, but once a year they see a lot of me during the H2 Festival. So I organise the bands and I introduce the bands, look after the bands as best I can, given there's 100 plus of them.
Let's do this. Let's welcome Midnight Overdrive!
I first got to know John back in, I don't know, it must have been around 2007, 2008, back at the old Wanch when we were a smaller bar just down the road. I was a music lover then. I wasn't in bands at that point. I just wanted to go and watch live music. So I used to go to the old Wanch, and a couple of times I went there. The door was locked, so I was obviously concerned because it was kind of like a sanctuary for me. The second time that happened, I said, I asked at the bar, what's the situation? I came here last week and the doors were closed, and they said, oh, you need to talk to John. I said, who's John? And they said, oh, he's singing at the moment. The next break I went up to John and said, hi, my name's Keith, I'm really concerned about, you know, the Wanch last Saturday I came, it was closed, and he said, okay, well, let me talk to you afterwards. And that's how I met John, and he explained that the situation at that time was that the Wanch was being a bit unloved, a bit neglected. So I said, look, I'd be really happy to get involved. I think Hong Kong and every city needs bars like the Wanch that have opportunities for bands to play and for music lovers to come and enjoy live music.
It's a challenge to create different events and different themes like our jazz nights and our blues nights to get people's interest, to get them to come out and come to the Wanch, not only for us, but for all the bars and entertainment here in Hong Kong at this time.
The idea of H2 is actually to give people an opportunity to sample what we do at the Wanch all year round. I mean, but you put the word festival above something and people come out, they think it's something special, but I think something special goes on at the Wanch pretty much every night of the year. We have bands playing 363 days of the year. We don't, apart from Christmas Day and New Year's Day, we have bands every night. And the idea behind the festival is to give everybody like a kind of tasting plate, a sample, a buffet of what they can experience all year round. Just come down, it's usually free entry, pretty much always free entry at the Wanch. We have a diverse selection of genres. We have originals music, we have covers, we have jazz, we have heavy metal, we have thrash metal, post-punk, I don't know, I'm not going to list all the genres. But the festival gives you all of those in one night. Like music, there's nothing better than the energy of live music to reach your soul and connect with you. So come down and give it a try.
The H2 Festival brought us in a lot of new people. We get new people coming in for lunches and dinners because we have really good food. And we're just finding different ways to market ourselves, slightly reinvent the Wanch, and make it a destination, a place that people look and talk to each other and say, okay, let's go to the Wanch on Wednesday night for jazz night, or let's go on Friday night because this band's playing this kind of thing.
The heavy rock we heard from Sabbath and a lot of the rock music we've been hearing over the festival of course has its roots in blues, and we now have some pure blues for you. So please welcome Blues Mountain!
One day in 2010, I think it's probably on the wall behind me somewhere. There we go. In 2010 we had a one-day festival, and then I was kind of scrabbling around trying to get people to play. I think we had about 12 artists. It was a success. Suddenly I had lots of bands going, oh, when's the next one? We want to play next time, we want to play next time. And then it went to 2 days the following year, and then 4 days for a few years, and then suddenly it was 7 days, and then 8 days, and now we're at 10 days. I never really imagined it would get to be as big as it is.
I met Paul Safira, and Paul was one of the first guys who played the Wanch, and he introduced me to Iris and to all kinds of different guys, and then I met Mark and Jarvis, and on and on and on and on. To be able to give the local Chinese bands different exposure, because they're used to playing these small little music venues in TST and different places where they play the same crowd and don't really get the exposure. And to be able to get them to come out here and do showcases and do things, and to show the Hong Kong community, not just the expats, but the locals as well, that there's a lot of talent here in Hong Kong. If wants to play here, they can come talk to me, and I'll take a look at what they do. Are they covers? Are they original? Are they a mixture of both? And, you know, and I'll ask around a little bit, see if some people have heard of them, get some recommendations, and then I'll bring them in and give them a shot. I'll put them on a bill that their genre or what they play will match with the main bands of the evening, and see how it goes. And I've been quite surprised many times on a lot of bands that have come in here and really brought an A game and really been exceptionally good. So that's what we're about. And some bands, they come in and they do a show, and we talk about some of the things they could work on, and then they go back, work on them, go to the studio, come back, and usually the next time they come back, they blow me away, and then they're part of the scene as well. Our social media, we're on Facebook, and we're on Instagram, the Wanch 87. That's the year the club opened. We're also on X, formerly Twitter, and we have a website, www.thewanch.hk, where you can see our lineup weekly, our specials, and different things happening here in Hong Kong.